Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Yes, hello and welcome back to the Kop TV for another edition of Kop To Bottom. Before we go anywhere, smash them likes, give us a comment about how happy you are with last night's result as Liverpool go a step closer to reaching the top four. We're 3 points away, one game to go against Crystal Palace at home on Sunday at 4 o'clock. We'll be previewing that now, but let's just touch on again. This could be a momentous achievement from Liverpool. In March, we were out of the top four, out of the top six, out of the top eight. We were ninth at one point. I myself said it many times, this season's written off now. Darren Whelan said this season is written off. There's no way we're getting top four. But in true Liverpool fashion, on the last day of the season, we have something to play for. And I think we're going to do it, guys. I think we're going to be back in the Champions League, which is a great achievement considering the injuries, the fixture pile-up, everything that's gone against us this season, and for a lot of other teams as well. But somehow, some way, we've won 6 out of the last 8. We're the form team in the Premier League, which no one would have imagined. But let's look forward to Sunday, the big one at home to Crystal Palace. Before these 6 games that we lost in a row at home this season, Crystal Palace were, of course, the last team to beat us at home in 2017. So they've done it before. Christian Benteke, of all people, he's the one that we've got to keep quiet. Finding a bit of form now. Scored again last night for Crystal Palace against Arsenal, and he's someone that I'm scared of just because he scores against us whenever he plays against us, but I'm still confident of a win. Let's look at the table then as we approach this last game on Sunday. Every single game is being kicked off at 4 o'clock on Sunday. It's always the way when it's the last game of the season, and this one is going to be very exciting. Liverpool in 4th, 66 points we've got now. We can finish with a maximum of 69 points, and Crystal Palace there on 13th position with 44 points. A disappointing end to the season for them. Obviously, Roy Hodgson leaving Crystal Palace, won't be around anymore. Whether he's retiring or not is a different question. And whatever you think about Roy Hodgson's spell as a Liverpool manager, 46 years in the game, you have to pay respect to someone who's been around football for almost 50 years. So big up to Roy Hodgson. Whether he gets a standing ovation or not from the 10,000 at the Kop on Sunday is yet to be seen. Who knows? But listen, because we're playing so well right now, which I just didn't think I'd be saying, because Nat Phillips and Reece Williams have got such a strong partnership, because Salah needs the golden boot, he could get that on Sunday as well with a goal. There's a lot to play for. And I'm going to go with 3-1 Liverpool. I do think they will trouble us, but I mean, maybe it's unfair that I'm going to give them a goal considering how well we've been playing in defence recently, but I'm still going to go for a 3-1 Liverpool win, which would confirm us in the Champions League for next season, which is where all the big boys want to be, as you all know, and it looks like Leicester are going to miss out. So, Liverpool to win this one 3-1. Of course, I'll be outside Anfield on Sunday, speaking to everyone, speaking to the fans before, during and after the game. We're going to have some incredible fan cams on Sunday, so please make sure you're back here on Sunday. Liverpool to win that one 3-1. Let's get into the next game then. Like I said, all games have been kicked off at 4. Wolves versus United, 2nd versus 12th. Now, if someone said to you 3 months ago in March that Liverpool in the last game of the season have an opportunity to finish 3rd, only 2 points behind Manchester United, I would have laughed at you myself. But this is the situation we see ourselves in. Now, if Manchester United don't win this one at home, which this is away to be fair, if they don't win this one and we win, I genuinely could see us jumping up into 3rd, only 2 points behind them. And everyone's saying this is Manchester United's great season. Bruno's been on fire, as is true. But trust me, if Liverpool with our team this season can finish just 2 points behind this great Manchester United team who are in the Europa League final, then that will be some achievement, I tell you that. Wolves in 12th place. It's been a bit of a nothing season for them, to be fair. They haven't been dragged into the relegation fight at all, really. But they sit pretty in 12th, and they'll be hoping next season to push on a bit more than that, to be fair. I'm going to go for a 2-2. I think there could be goals in this one, but I can't see United win. There's going to be goals. I'm going for 2-2. Arsenal versus Brighton, 4 o'clock on Sunday. Now, Arsenal obviously are still in the hunt for one of these Europa League conference places. If we look at the table, they sit in 9th, 58 points. Brighton down in 16th, but of course they beat Manchester City 3-2 at home on Tuesday night. So again, they're going into this game full of confidence. And they have damaged Arsenal's European hopes at the Emirates before. We all know that famous game when they're all laughing on the pitch and Arsenal are crying. This one kicks off at 4, like I said. And I'm going for an Arsenal home win, which actually would round off the season really nicely for Arsenal. I think they've won 4 games in a row for the first ever time under Mikel Arteta. So they're in form. They're currently in 9th, the highest place that they can finish. I think, let me just check the table. If Everton and Tottenham lose, they're going to finish 7th, which would be a great turnaround for Arsenal. But listen, they're not going to finish in the Europa League spots. They will be in the Europa Conference League next season, which isn't great for them. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal home win on that one. Some big games this weekend, to be fair, considering it's the last round of the season. But we'll get into the next one. That's Manchester City versus Everton. Always a good game, this one. Rooney scored there for Everton in recent years, and Everton have done well in this fixture. But Manchester City, of course, are going to pick up the trophy. They're going to pick up this bad boy and take it away from us. Very sad about that. But of course, we'll be back next year. But in terms of Manchester City's form, I mean, like I just said, they lost away at Brighton. They've only won 3 of the last 5. They lost at Chelsea as well, as we know. So 26 wins, 5 draws and 6 defeats. Now, I've got to say something about this win. The maximum points they can finish with is 86, which means obviously last season with 96 points we would have won. Season before that we got 99 points, we would have won that. I have to say the quality, the standard of this league this season has been poor. Everyone's saying this Manchester City side, unbelievable, which they are. But Liverpool finished, if they win on Sunday, 10 points ahead of this team. That's 4 wins basically, which really shows the levels. They've lost 6 games last season, we only lost 2. So let's not get carried away with ourselves. I do think Man City are going to win this one 2-1, which would again round off a poor season for Everton, considering where they started. 59 points for them. The best they can hope for is a Europa League spot, but they'd have to rely on Tottenham and West Ham losing. So I'm going to go for a slim Manchester City win in that one. Let's talk about Leicester versus Tottenham. I mean, this one is going to be a good game. Liverpool fans are obviously hoping for a Tottenham win in this one. I think Leicester would have to win this one 5-0 if Liverpool lost. If Liverpool won, and Leicester won, they'd have to win 5-0 to overtake us to get into that 4th position. Let's hope this doesn't happen. And listen, if Tottenham win, which is unlikely, but if Tottenham win away at Leicester, we can draw and still get in to the top 4 spaces. So going to keep an eye out on this game, especially as it goes on during the weekend. I'm going to go for a surprise 3-2 Tottenham away win. You heard it here first. That's an interesting one to keep an eye on this weekend. The last game of note that we're going to talk about is Aston Villa versus Chelsea. A huge win last night for Aston Villa away at Tottenham, which really put the nail in the coffin for Ryan Mason, who is definitely going to be moving on as interim manager. But Aston Villa, what a season for them. They're currently in 11th. You would have thought that if Jack Grealish was around and wasn't injured for 12 weeks, they would have been higher up in the table. But considering where the season started and how close they were to getting relegated last year, it's definitely a good finish for Aston Villa. Sitting in 11th, 52 points. The best they can hope for is 11th. They can't go any higher than that. Whereas Aston Villa. Yeah, it is Chelsea, sorry, my bad. Chelsea in 3rd. Now, if they lose this one and we win, we overtake Chelsea. Again, a lot of talk about Chelsea's finish to this season, but is it going to be a nightmare for them? Are they going to lose the FA Cup? Yes. Are they going to lose out on 4th place? Potentially. And are they going to lose the Champions League final? I think they are. But even so, they should just about stay in the top 4. But if they don't play well, at the weekend at Villa, which isn't an easy place to go, then we can definitely expect some troubles there for them. Right, they're the games. They're the 5 big games that we're previewing this weekend. Like I said, we'll be outside Anfield, giving away a few surprises to you Reds. In person, we're going to have Welford on the channel in person, and all the regulars, the Johnny Two Beers, the Alex the Wolves, the Tony Kopites, these kind of guys. If you've been watching the Kop TV from the start, you'll know who they are. It's been a beautiful end to the season for Liverpool. I wish it was ending in a final or a trophy for us as it did last year and the year before. But hey, the new kit's out today. Let us know what you think of that. All the images are on our social media. But yeah, I guess I'll see you on Sunday outside Anfield, and we'll kind of do some kind of season review there to round it all off as we look ahead to the Euros and of course pre-season and next season for Liverpool. This has been Kop To Bottom, the final one of the season. I've been AGT. This has been the voice of football's most famous stand. We'll see you next time. Subscribe. Take care. Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.